What is up, you guys? Darryl here, back again for more crypto news. Oh wait, no, today is not news. Today is going to be an interview as promised for Nomad and Inch Tokens developer
Terry.
And it's going to be so awesome because I have never talked to this guy face to face before. I've only talked to him via message, but we are on the same wavelength. He is super down to earth, and I feel it's going to be so amazing to chat with this guy that's so honest and transparent and also fun at the same time. He's an avid traveler just like me, so I bet we can hit it off. So let's go to the interview. You're one of the devs that I found really interesting because you're transparent, you're honest, and you're really down to earth. Not many devs are like that. A lot of devs are, like once they get big, especially like you, I will talk about that later, how you blew up and stuff like that. But yeah, most devs would be quite arrogant at that stage. They were kind of like, okay, the community does its own thing, and I'm going to do my own thing, and then let's see where this goes. But you just keep staying with the community. That's what.
Oh yeah.
Let's start with a couple of questions. The first one is, why was your token release successful? Like I've seen so many token releases coming out these days, and a lot of them have came out really wrong. So is there any reason how you got it so successful?
Darryl, first, I thank you so much for having me on the stream. I've been looking forward to this for days now. I'm really impressed with your channel. I love your interviews, and the video expose you did on us, it touched my heart. Thank you.
No problem.
Really, and you're a true professional. I'm just so happy to be here, number one. So thank you.
No problem.
And you asked the question about how was our token release so successful. If I could be completely frank, it's a mystery to me. I have no idea. We've never done a cryptocurrency before. We did it all the wrong ways. We didn't have our socials in place, so we didn't have any rankings and DEX tools. Nobody knew about us. None of the listing. I think what it boils down to, if anything, is just we have a lot of trust in the community. Okay. It started with us following the token, Tech Leads Million token. Mm-hmm. We were the first and only YouTube initially channel to cover it from July 1st when he first released it. And I bought in heavily, and I was just documenting every step of the way. I live streamed about it daily. And through that interaction with people, live every day, they just kind of built up a relationship with me, and just from trust.
Yeah, I heard, I watched the other interview with Cowboy Crypto, and you said you were a masseuse before that, right? That is awesome. That's awesome.
No longer.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's my background. But a trainer. So I'd say more so a massage trainer and a business owner. So I have a lot of business skills, and I've actually built up a team of teachers. Mm-hmm. So I stopped doing the massage. Probably I haven't done any massage in probably over a year.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's one thing. Okay, we're gonna mix it up a bit. Okay, some personal questions and then some questions about the project, just so that everyone gets to know you a bit as well. How did you break out from that cycle of being a massage trainer and then coming out to do all this? This is pretty more for the what do you call that, millennials? It's more for the millennials. So
I am a little bit older than a lot of the people in the YouTube space right now.
Yeah, I mean, no offense. I mean, but it's a compliment. It's not many people your age will want to come on board for these kinds of things. They'll think it's a bit unauthorized, unregulated.
Yeah, it started with the pandemic, because when they did the mass shutdowns around the world, we couldn't offer our massage courses. We had to eliminate everything for 4 months. The government of Canada said, nope, that's it. All businesses shut down. We got to stop the spread, flatten the curve. So I had to quickly pivot, and I had to find some other sources of income, or else I would have gone broke and bankrupt. So I kind of I had already some investing in the stock market. I was invested in real estate investment trusts, S&P 500 fund, Tesla, of course. I did make quite a lot of money in Tesla. But I sold before it 10x'd, so I could have made a lot more.
Then high five here, because I did the same as well.
High five. Yeah,
I did the same as well. Who knew that they would?
Who knew, 10x,
right? Who knew? Nobody.
But it was a good lesson learned, because that taught me, when I got into crypto, to hold.
Yeah.
Don't sell it all and never sell it all, and hold some for long term.
Were you in the GameStop? GameStop?
No, I kind of missed the Wall Street bets phenomena.
Yeah. That was so
By
fun.
that time, I was already making pretty good money in crypto. That I didn't want to go back to traditional stock market.
Yeah, I know the drill. Same here as well. Once you get into crypto, you never go back to
You never go
stocks
back,
anymore.
right?
Yeah. It's like what, 20% gain? That's like every
What?
day.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a Tuesday in crypto.
That's a Tuesday. Okay, so okay, well, let's get back to the topic on the project as well. Okay, when was your last all-time high, and how long did it take to get there?
For our tokens, the Nomad and the Inch tokens,
Yeah.
yeah, they were released at 10 cents. And
Okay.
the reason we released them at 10 cents is because I wanted to kind of mimic the million token a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Tech Lead had said he was going to make sure the floor of that token price would never go lower than $1. Okay. And I really admired that about that. Mm-hmm. And so I said, okay, well, I don't have $1 million money. I couldn't front $1 million, but I had $10,000 for each project. So we actually figured out, $10,000 divided by however many tokens we're releasing gave us that price. So 10 cents for the Nomad coin was the guaranteed floor. And you can see those still locked in the liquidity pools. There's pools ready showing exactly that. Mm-hmm. And 1/100th of a penny for the Inch token. And then we did a pre-sale. We had a kind of a competition that you could buy 1% of the total supply for $100.
Wow.
And then anybody who bought that at pre-sale and sold at the top would have had turned $100 into $44,000.
Damn it, I should have joined in. I didn't know you at that time. If not, I would have.
Oh, I'm happy to meet you now. I'm so happy to know you now. You're a super cool guy, Darryl. And
Thanks.
Can you teach me how to do that handstand?
My God, oh no, you stalked me.
No. I watched that video. I'm like, this guy's so super fit. No. I can't even do a push-up. He's doing handstands.
Well, thanks to the pandemic, it's no longer the case. Everything is gone. Okay, so okay. Another question: Why is honesty so important in the crypto space? I know you value it. I know I value it, but maybe some people still don't see that as the massive value. They think oh, hype is the main key. Trend is the main key. There's a lot of other things that can be the main key. Why is honesty the most important thing?
That's the greatest question I've ever been asked, Darryl. Thank you for that. And I think, I mean, I don't know the answers to everything, but I have a feeling that the way cryptocurrency started, I mean, the word crypto means cryptographic. It's like, here's a code that you cannot break. It's so secretive that even your biggest computer, maybe a quantum computer could solve it, but nobody can break this code. So it's the whole idea of secrecy and protection. And the first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, we still to this day do not know who the creator is because they're anonymous, right? It's like Satoshi Nakamoto. And then it's just it's had its starts in secrecy, and then it had its notoriety on the Silk Road. So you could use cryptocurrencies for buying illegal drugs, buying weapons, and the government was always out to get the people, the pirates and things like that. So there's so much fear and anonymity and pseudonyms. Even the Colonial Pipeline situation, Darryl, if you remember that, it was, we hacked your computers and we'll only give you your code back if you give us Bitcoin. So the mainstream media thinks there's so much crime and money laundering. And I just let's just be so honest and so transparent that you have no choice but to trust us, because everything we do is out in the open. And it's so refreshing, right? When you're in an industry that everything's secretive and somebody says, hey, we're going to be upfront, I think people really value that.
Yeah, that's true. And it worked out well. It worked out well.
It's supposed to be, right?
It worked out well. Yeah.
We have a small community, but there's a lot of power. There's a lot of power in that. And when you have the trust of people, and it's a big, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, right? When his uncle said, with great power comes great responsibility, it holds me to an even higher standard.
Yeah, for sure. Because I see many communities, they have a big community, but nobody is loyal. So everyone just buys the coin, gets a nice profit, and then they just buy, let go, and then move on to the next one. And that's right. A bit horrible. A lot of pump and dumps these days. But that's not even the worst one. The worst ones are the scams. There's so many of them. Rug pulls, honeypots, people buying into it and then can't sell it after that. Yeah, so those are horrible. So it's really good and refreshing to see there's is that noise from your end or my end?
I don't. I'm pretty quiet. My family's downstairs, but we shouldn't be able to hear
Oh,
them.
okay, that's all right then. Okay. Anyway, next question. I'm gonna throw in a few odd questions at the end, and then some tough ones as well. So we'll leave that later on. But like, okay, this question is by one of my friends basically, because he knows that I'm doing this interview. If the price tanks, let's say from Nomad or Inch, if it tanks, what are you guys going to do about it? Like, is it something, because most project, once it tanks, devs just like, oh, you know what, okay, that's enough, like we'll just
Yeah,
let
I
it
mean,
run.
what would cause something to tank? I know with the million token, there was a little bit of controversy, and the
Mm-hmm.
CoffeeZilla did kind of an
Yep.
expose, kind of an
Yep.
investigative report, and kind of caught the tech lead maybe not being 100% truthful with how he funded. I mean, eventually he did fund it with $1 million of his own money, but initially it was only 50,000. So I don't like. There's no dirt on us because everything is out in the open. And it's so transparent. We're not hiding anything. The curtains are pulled wide open. So, you could bring as many investigative reporters as you want in us, and there's nothing you're going to find. So I cannot see a dump from bad news.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the whole cryptocurrency market kind of dips a little bit, if we have another global lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it could go down. But I think what you're going to find about our community, Darryl, is that people are holding for long term because they really believe in us. So it's like a vote of confidence. They're voting with their dollars that, hey, this is the kind of person we want representing us, and this is the kind of project we want in the cryptosphere.
Okay, that's cool. That's a good answer. But how far do you think this can go? Do you think it can go up to $1 billion? Like, what's
Oh,
your
definitely,
expectations? Oh,
definitely,
really?
absolutely.
Okay.
If we did a 440x with 1,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
like we haven't even touched the surface yet, because our mission is like, ever since I got into crypto, all I've wanted to do is help people come into the crypto space, because there's so many people who are sitting on the fence. They don't know who they can trust. They don't know how to set up an account. They don't know anything about KYC.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know which coins to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
They've heard of all these bad things in the media. And I want to help them. Hey, the grass is greener on this side, and please come on over. You're missing out on big gains. You're missing out on big opportunity. The bank's not taking care of you. What are they paying you on your high yield savings account?
0.1%.
0.5% of interest if you're lucky. If you're lucky, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm getting like 14% on my stable coins in crypto.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even if you don't want to buy any cryptos because you're afraid of losing value, at least buy some stable coins. Let me help you buy some stable coins.
People still are afraid of that. I don't know why. There's no reason to. Logic is just, I don't know.
Yeah, because they're afraid, right? They don't know who to trust. And like, we are that shining beacon of light and hope for people. We give people hope that, hey, and all the people that I've onboarded, they're just regular people like you and me. Like, they're not software engineers. They're not, web stack developers. I have a friend, she works at a dental office, and now she's trading in decentralized finance exchanges like Uniswap. She's bought our Nomad and Inch tokens. This is a person who's never invested in her life, and now she's like a pro. And it's just because I spent the time to help her. And she's turned, I don't know, she had maybe about $1,200 of savings she's put in, and it's worth over $4,000 now.
That's good, actually. I like that, because for a lot of coins, because they know the devs they're know-it-alls, they know everything. So when they talk to the community, they can't connect as well. But you and I, we are like the norms in crypto. So when we talk to the community, they'll feel like, oh, it's refreshing, because like I can connect with this person. He's not using weird terms with me. He's not giving me all those technical stuff. He's actually just talking to me in layman's terms about like decentralized finance stuff. That's really good.
You're right. And that, I think that's the difference, is because I don't have a software engineering background. Like, I came from the massage profession, right? I worked with my hands. So I'm just like an everyman, just like a regular Joe Blow. And I learned it all in 14 months. I started in crypto June of 2020. And then in 14 months later, we got 2 successful cryptocurrencies that started out with $20,000 and ended up being worth 4.3 million or 4.4 million.
Oh.
And I did it from zero experience. And what I want to show to people is like, hey, you don't need to be super advanced. You don't need to be a smart investor. You don't need even a high school education. I'm a high school dropout, Darryl. You might not believe it, but
Oh, wow.
I'm a high school dropout
you're
who
doing
made
really well.
cryptocurrencies.
You're doing really well now.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. So I just want to, and I got friends who are plumbers. I've got friends who work in a grocery store, and I'm just helping. I have that personal touch. People trust me. They trust our project, and they're learning. Everybody's learning along the way. It's like you come for the learns and you stay for the earns.
I like that one. I like that one. Okay, among two projects, let's be honest, it's a race, right? It's a race between you and your buddy Nomad versus
A little bit,
Inch.
yeah.
I did watch the interview, like I said, and you said like one of them is high quantity and one of them is a small quantity. So
Right.
which one do people like better? In that interview, you said though, the one with the lower quantity was the one that people preferred because it's easier, it's not so confusing, not many numbers.
Right.
But which one do you think will reach $1 billion first? If you were to...
I did a poll. Well, right now, currently Nomad is leading. There's about a $700,000 market cap. It went to 4 million, but it's retraced a little bit because, as you know, they don't go up forever.
Mhm.
So it's about 700,000 market cap, and the Inch token has about $300,000 market cap. So right now it's about 2 to 1 for Nomad.
Okay.
But what's interesting is the Nomad token is down about 90% from its all-time high.
Okay.
Whereas the Inch token has retained more value. It's only about 58% down from its all-time high.
Okay.
And then I did a poll today on my YouTube community section. It's like, which of these 4 tokens do you think will be at a new all-time high at the end of the year? And the people voted Inch the lowest. I think they voted token number 1.
Okay, obviously. Yeah, that's a big community. They have a big community.
Nomad number 2.
Okay.
And it was a tie with the copycat token coming out from a friend of ours, Isaac Moo.
Okay.
Mo, do you know Isaac?
No.
He's got a coin coming out tomorrow called Copycat. So we're supporting him as well too.
Okay.
But, yeah, like only 12% said the Inch token, but I think the Inch token is the closest to its all-time high. So it has less distance to go. So it's still a trade-off. You're going to vote with your dollars, whatever you think is the winner.
Okay. But besides the quantity, why else do people buy into like Nomad or Inch, for example? Like why else?
We were going to do the Inch token because it's an acronym for our channel, Investing Nomads Channel. So INCH, Investing Nomads Channel. People think it has something to do with something else. I don't want to say.
Yeah, I thought that.
Totally unrelated. Totally unrelated.
Okay.
Yeah,
I did think that
you can fill in the blanks for these jokes.
I did think that as well. I'm not gonna lie.
So Greg, yeah, exactly. I should be so lucky. All right. Back to business.
Okay.
So my partner Greg, my business partner, he's like he wanted to test it first. So I had the idea to create the token just like the token, and then Greg did a tester, and he just, I don't know why he chose 100,000, but he created Nomad 100,000. It worked fine, and then he says, "Hey Terry, I tested already. This is already operational, and now I'm ready to work on the Inch token. Now that we've proven it can work." He had to make sure the code was all secure and it worked well on the Ethereum mainnet. And then I said, "Why did you choose 100,000?" And he says, "I don't know." I said, "Because you're going to do 1 million." And I said, "You know what? Why don't we if you do 100,000, let me do 100 million. So we're exactly like 3 orders of magnitude difference. There's exactly 3 zeros difference between them." And I said, if you've already created that one, Greg, because he has his own channels, Digital Nomads in Asia and America, and his was kind of a token to support the digital nomad lifestyle.
Okay.
And then mine was kind of more from the Investing Nomads channel, because that's really the channel that I kind of created with Greg's help, of course. Together, we worked together on it. But we just decided, hey, we got 2. Let's just release 2. And let's just see what people value more. And, education or lifestyle, scarcity or quantity, high price or low price, So the experiment still rages on. We don't have a clear winner yet. We need a few more months and years to figure it out.
I think Nomad is the winner, but that's because my personal preference is lifestyle. I mean, education is important, but it's not something that people, I mean, to me, it's not something people wow on, like, like lifestyles like, whoa, nomad
Yeah,
token.
lifestyle has more flash and pizzazz, and
Yeah, yeah.
you're the epitome of that. You're the perfect embodiment of a digital nomad lifestyle, Darryl, because I've seen your videos. You've been all over the world. I've seen your pictures on
Oh
yachts.
my God.
You know,
No, you saw my Instagram.
yes,
Probably should take it down.
that's great. It's great. No, I was impressed with it.
Yeah, we should. I mean, oh yeah, that leads me to my next question. Are you gonna start like events whereby all the travelers just meet up? Because like that is obviously what people are expecting, right? All the people that hold
Yep.
Nomad token.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Greg is right now in Mexico. He's on vacation,
Okay.
and the reason he's in Mexico is they didn't have to do any quarantine. He's fully vaccinated, and actually, my wife and I just got our second dose of the Pfizer vaccine just today.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're
So
ready
you
to
couldn't.
travel. We're going to probably go to Thailand soon.
Oh my God, that's my next destination. But like
You're
the
not too far
borders
from
here,
there.
the
Right?
borders here are
Singapore.
closed. The borders here are
Ah,
closed. Yeah. So.
right.
Mhm.
Like, doesn't Singapore border Thailand to the south, or is
Uh,
it through Malaysia first?
even though they have that border, but still you can't go through it right now. You can't
Right.
get
You
out.
might have to go
Yeah.
to the Phuket sandbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can quarantine on the whole island. You can walk around anywhere.
But now the lockdown is not from Phuket side, it's more from like Singapore not letting us go out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
What
gonna be
times
a
we were
fun.
living in, eh? That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it pushes us to advance a bit faster, you
Yeah.
know.
I hope so. Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Good job. Good
Yeah.
job. I mean, I don't have any. I didn't want to go. My wife made me, but I think if it allows us to travel, I have no choice.
If you have to travel, I mean, if you want to travel, then you have
Yeah.
to.
Just on a personal note, my wife is Thai, so I did meet her in Thailand. We built a house from the ground up in Thailand. My baby, we have a daughter
Oh,
together.
which part?
She's 3. In the You probably never heard of it. It's close to the Lao border. It's a
Uh-huh.
small town called Ban Ponchan in Pon Soan district, but it's in the northeast in the rice farming
Okay.
villages.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, our daughter was born in Bangkok, and she's got dual citizenship.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
yeah. You might have seen her on some of my live streams. She kind of just barges her way in sometimes because she's lonely.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Like finding a wife in a different country is it's pretty interesting because I'm sure she likes traveling as well. You guys
She does,
probably
yeah.
travel a lot together.
Yeah, we've been to Bali together. We've been to Vietnam together. Definitely Canada, of course. So yeah, we still have lots of places. She's a big fan of Chinese culture, like the old, like 2,000 years ago Chinese culture, the dresses, you know.
You guys should probably head to China.
Yeah, yeah. Once the COVID's done, right?
Yeah, once the COVID's done. Yeah, China you can stay for a long time because it's so big. You can stay for like a couple of years and you can't even visit every single
I
city.
know, eh?
Yeah.
Like how many decades did it take for them to build the Great Wall? I mean, it's
Yeah.
still under construction and so, right? It's like, wow,
I mean,
China's a big, huge country.
for something that you can see from the moon, it has to
Yeah.
take a while. Okay, cool. All right, so just a couple more questions, and then
Absolutely.
we'll just do like a fun one, and then yeah, that's about it. So let's see what are the future plans for Inch? Because Nomad, I know like the plans is for to have gatherings, all the travelers come together. But Inch, for example, what's the future plans for Inch?
Definitely. So, I mean, we're continuing to build our education channels. Everything, any question you can possibly imagine, anything having to do with crypto,
Mhm.
like we want to have a resource for that. So it's either a free live stream, or we have an instructional tutorial. We also have a paid course. So we do have a cryptocurrency for beginners to advanced course.
Mhm.
It's only selling for $100, and it teaches new people everything in a condensed area with, it's got chapters. So you can stop and go. Like if you try to find all the information, we have over 400 videos in our YouTube channel, instructionals and live streams. So just to try to like aggregate all that information might be a little bit difficult to go through all those videos. So
Okay.
sometimes it's better to just buy the course because it's all in one place and everything's labeled properly. But yeah, there's 97% of the adult population is not invested in crypto, and this is the future. So our vision and our goal is to onboard those 97%. And as I said in the Cowboys of Crypto interview, I I was in an Uber ride and I got that Uber guy to like our channel and to, to download my link for the crypto.com. And he wants to get involved in crypto. Today I was at, at the injection site, I guess the injection site, the the vaccination site.
Yeah, the injection site.
It feels like methadone for my heroin addiction. No, it's not like that.
Oh no, I'm gonna cut that out.
Vaccination.
I'm gonna cut that out. Cut that part out.
Edit that out. But I'm buying a scone because you have to sit for 15 minutes. Make sure there's no adverse effects. I buy a scone and I buy it on my crypto Visa card. Do you have the crypto.com?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
I buy everything on there, and everybody I talk to, I always say, "Hey, can I buy with cryptocurrency?" And
it's
say,
a bit
what?
useless for me though, because of it's not so controversial here.
Yeah, but this is what it looks like. So this is my.
It's the green one.
Yeah, I have the rose gold now. My wife has it actually. That's why I can't show.
Rose gold is the 4,000 one, I think. I forgot.
Yeah, this is the 4,000 one, but the rose gold is 40,000.
Oh yeah, the rose gold is 40,000. Yeah, the best one is the black one.
8%. Yeah, that's 400,000.
Just 400,000. Yeah.
But everyone I come in contact with, I introduce them to crypto. I show them my balance because it's it's about $500,000 I've got in crypto on my crypto.com app. And then I just say, hey, it's easy. You can make a lot of money and you just need a trusted source. So we're onboarding people one at a time. And I'm building a network of people who are onboarding people one at a time. And then it's like, I'll tell two friends and they'll tell two friends and they'll tell two friends. And we just want to safely and securely bring on millions and millions and millions of people who don't know anything about crypto. And they're going to buy our tokens because they want to learn about it. They're going to, support us because they believe in us and they trust us. So they're going to hold our tokens for years. And I think long-term, the value and will appreciate over time for sure.
Oh, that's a good answer. I think people are buying this token more for you.
I think so.
They're buying for you because they trust you. You're such a nice, honest guy and transparent guy. Like, it's really hard to connect with someone at this kind of level, especially when your token has already hit like 4 million before. Most people would think like, oh, this guy must be a prick, Yeah.
No, I'm down to earth. You can approach me. Absolutely. I don't know if you saw one of my live streams. There was a gentleman from Ghana in East Africa, and he messaged me on Telegram. And he said, hey, I'm trying to buy your Nomad tokens. I saw you on the Cowboys of Crypto. And this was like his second crypto purchase ever. His first crypto purchase was BNB.
Okay.
And then now he's buying the Nomad. I was so honored that, this guy's new to crypto and he's choosing us over Ethereum, over Cardano, over XRP. He's choosing our token. And he had a little bit of difficulty, I think, because the Ethereum gas fees were so high that I think he wasted about $75. His transaction failed.
Yeah, Ethereum gas fees.
Lost $75 and he still didn't get the Nomad. So I had him on a live stream and I said, hey, listen, I'm going to send you your lost Ethereum. I just gave him $100 in Ethereum because I really wanted him to get on board. And I just felt, I really felt for him. To a new user to get burned for $75. And, I felt really bad. So I was like, hey, I'm going to help you out. And now we've become really good friends. So he says, Musa, you can see his live stream on our channel. And now he owns some Nomad tokens,
That's good. That's
good.
And
I asked him, I said, hey, because the gas fee was a little bit higher, your average price is a little bit more than what you actually paid for the tokens. So I said, don't sell them for anything less than this amount. He's like, Terry, don't worry. I'm not selling them for years. And I was like, wow, that's the attitude. That's the right attitude.
Yeah, I think Ethereum is just ridiculous because I lost a lot of money. Not lost, but I paid the fees for a lot of mistakes that I made so far, and it's just ridiculous. Yeah, you have to pay the fees to learn, but then obviously
well, smart contracts with Cardano is coming live, right? September 12th. And they already have a bridge coming up and running in the next little bit. So we're going to bridge our tokens to the Cardano network.
Oh, okay. That's nice. You're following the hype. That's good.
So they're going to have their own decentralized exchange and we'll have a bridge. And then I think it's going to be a lot better on the community. So they don't have to spend so much money in fees.
Okay. That's good. Okay. That question leads me to another one as well. That answer leads me to another question. Why didn't you start with BSC? Why didn't you not start with BSC? or create a
That's a
bridge
great question.
to be a
Yeah. Well, the reason is I don't have a Binance account. So my introduction was to crypto.com. My introduction was to the Ethereum mainnet. And at that time, when we created the tokens, the fees were not as ridiculous as they are now. Just because Ethereum is the biggest network, I mean, it's the world's computer and it has the most developers on it, the most utilization. So we just figured, it's probably the best chance.
Okay.
We did try to bridge to the Binance Smart Chain through BurgerSwap, but I think that project kind of failed. There's not really any developer support for that. So we have some inch on the Binance Smart Chain called Binch, BINCH. Okay. But we don't have enough liquidity for them to be viable. And we don't, I don't know. I think BurgerSwap kind of is failed. So we have 12 million benches somewhere.
Okay.
if we can find a way to provide the right type of liquidity, because in Uniswap, in version 3, you can actually create a token only pool, but you can't do that. You can't do that with Binance Smart Chain.
Okay.
So whatever inch we have to put in, I have to put in the equivalent US dollars. And at its current price, it would just cost me like tens of thousands of dollars that I don't have. So
yeah, that'll be quite painful.
Yeah. I think we'll have better success with the Cardano network.
I think Cardano is going to be a blast. I think when the contract comes out, when you guys create the bridge to Cardano, that is when you not only will the price do well, but I think you'll get more investors interested in the projects as well. Yeah.
I believe, I have never met him, but I believe Charles Hoskinson is like a mentor to me. He's a little bit younger, but he's already accomplished so much in his life. And he's also very honest and genuine. Like when I've watched his AMAs, so often, and he just comes across as a man of integrity. And so, that was kind of front and center in our minds when we created our tokens. It's like, I wanted to model myself after Charles Hoskinson. He's live streaming every day, doing his AMAs. He's brilliantly successful. He's a billionaire already, and he really wants to make the world a better place. And I want to do the same through our education channels and through our tokens.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, well, all the tough questions has been asked. Let's go for the fun ones now. Then we can.
Let me ask you one if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Darryl, you wouldn't believe all the kind of people that have come out from the woodwork to try and get us to promote with them. And Cowboys of Crypto is really cool. And I think you are even as genuine, if not more so, than Aaron from Cowboys of Crypto. Like you really understood our message. And I just want to give you kudos and praise that, you should definitely have 10 times as many subs as you have right now. You are really you're legit. You're legit.
Thank you.
Darryl.
Thank you.
So I admire you. And I know your channel is going to take off. It's just going to explode because you're the right guy.
All right. Thanks so much. Yeah. So your question was?
Where do you go from here? What's your goal for your channel?
Honestly, the channel is more as like a sidelines. I am focusing putting my whole heart into it, obviously, but I have businesses that I have to manage as well in real life, and I also do projects. I do coin projects in the past, but then after the whole meme coin seasons came about, it was too saturated, so I just started an NFT project. It's going to be launched next week, actually. Something like Pudgy Penguins, where there's a collection and then the storyline develops into a game. So I'm doing something like that. YouTube
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're ready to reach the public, please let me welcome you as a guest on our live stream. I'd love you to talk about
Bring me on. I'll absolutely. I'll come on. Yeah.
I'm really gelling with you, Darryl. You're really cool, and I want to support you and help you as much as possible.
Oh, thank you so much. If one day, if there's a possibility, we can even do a partnership. We can do a nomad monster, because obviously our NFT is called Lazy Monster Space Club. So
I love that, Lazy Monster Space Club. That's so
cool. For all the people that we partnered up with, we'll make a crossover kind of monster for them. Maybe a nomad monster could be one of them.
A nomad monster, that'd be awesome. I love that. Yeah, definitely. I can see myself really, I think we're friends now. So let's keep this relationship going. And I'm so happy to help you and support your projects as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so that's my answer to you. And I obviously my main thing in life is traveling. There's nothing else that I'd rather spend money on than travel. Like I don't need a Lamborghini, I don't need a Ferrari, I don't need a yacht. Like it's just fun maybe once in a while going on it, but like I don't need it. But traveling is something that I need. Like I spend anything to travel.
Don't buy things, buy experiences.
Exactly. Yeah.
You will learn the most from that.
Yeah.
Being a well-traveled person, I think I've been to maybe 15, 20 different countries in the world, and my experience from those has made me a better person than anything I could possibly ever own.
Definitely. Buying you things might even make you a worse person.
I think so, maybe, yeah.
You buy it and they feel, you know what, not so satisfying after.
Except the Tesla. The Tesla is probably the
Tesla, maybe not. Yeah. Depends how you spend the money. Like some people buy 10 cars and they only like how can you use 10 cars? Like
you can.
You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Like Jay Leno, right? Jay Leno's garage. How many different vehicles?
Insane. It's crazy. Okay, fun question. Do you know Kai Green? Do you know who's Kai Green?
Kai Green. I don't, and the name isn't even familiar to me. Should I know Kai Green?
No, just one of the fans asking because were you ever into bodybuilding in the past, or is that something that this guy's a bodybuilding idol?
Okay. All right. So I kind of grew up in the Schwarzenegger time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I know Ronnie Coleman because I've seen a documentary on him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another. Yeah, like this is really the Schwarzenegger, and there's another Ben. There's a Ben
Stiller.
Ben Carter. Oh no, Cutter.
Oh, Ben
Cutter.
Whoa, Ben Stiller. What am I talking about?
No, not Ben
Carter.
he's one of my favorite actors too. But
I forgot. Yeah.
Cutter is the last name Cutter. I think.
Ben Carter. Right? Yeah. I can sort of remember the name, but I can't picture who he is. I know Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. That's who I'm thinking.
That's the
Jay
guy.
Cutler,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Jay Cutler. Yeah, Jay Cutler.
Yeah, Cutler. Yeah. But so Kai, you say Kai Green?
Yeah, Kai Green.
Does he like? Why do you mention him to me? Do I look like him or something?
No, because he does a lot of. No, he's a black guy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he does a lot of all these. He's like us, you know. He loves traveling. He does some philanthropy work here and there. He's very down to earth, even though he's massively famous. So, and he just entered cryptocurrency as well. Also, a newcomer. You know.
No kidding.
So I just feel like he's one guy that possibly
you have a connection to him.
No,
like,
I don't. No, I don't. Oh, okay. But if you could try messaging him, I believe he would probably reply. I'm not sure, but if he does, then he can probably help, promote you guys, because he seems like a really cool guy, and I always wanted to see him be part of a team because he promoted like Shiba Inu. That's the only thing that he talked about. But obviously they are like big. They are 2 billion market cap. Yeah, so they're probably a good guy to get on. And he seems like a really decent guy, and it'd be cool if we can all have like a video session with him.
If he's anything like you, if he's got your personality and if he's got your morals and ethics, then absolutely, because we want to align ourselves with people with integrity, professionals, and people who are not con artists, people who are really authentic,
yeah, for sure.
and
definitely.
And people we can respect, because that there's a big responsibility, and we want to make sure we are aligned with the right people. So,
definitely.
And I'm so glad, like, you are number one, definitely.
Awesome. Follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back, and then we'll be friends.
Absolutely. This is great. I'm so glad I came on with you, Darryl. This is fantastic.
Thank you so much for coming on.
You asked a lot of tough questions. I hope I answered them correctly.
There's no wrong or correct, as long as you're genuine, everything else is fine. Yeah. Okay, so that is it. Let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. Like, you're awesome. You're transparent. You're like one of the most down to earth devs that I've talked to so far, and I really enjoy talking to you. Like, enjoy, not like, this interview.
Yeah, sometimes it could be a slog. You're right.
Yeah,
but this guy ever shut up.
Yeah, but like with you, I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you. Thank you so much.
Same way, Darryl. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much for watching this interview sesh with Terry, the founder of Nomad and Inch Token. And that's all I have for you guys today. Peace out.